Very special thing we're going to do here on the Big Biz Show today. It's not often that you're able to kind of peer in and see what goes on during a typical board meeting with a publicly held company, but a company and a person who has quickly become one of our favorites here on the Big Biz Show. Dr. Shane Schaffer, CEO, chairman of Cingulate, is allowing us to kind of peel back the curtain this morning and watch what goes on in a typical board meeting with his company. I'd like to welcome Dr. Schaffer and the rest of the board there at Cingulate here to the Big Biz Show once again. Shane, thank you so much for this this incredible access, allowing us here on the Big Biz Show and our worldwide audience to listen and see what goes on in a typical meeting with you and your cohorts there. How you been?
Doing great. Not only is it a great day to be here with the team and conduct an important board meeting, but it's also opening day. So hope everyone gets a chance to enjoy some baseball later today. But I appreciate you guys having us on as always. And I figured it was probably time that you guys didn't have to look at me all the time. And so it's a great opportunity for me to kind of introduce you to the people that not only behind the scenes make all of this great things that Cingulate is doing happen, but show sort of the tremendous support we have from an exceptional group of board members that are joining me here today. So thanks for having us here.
Absolutely. I have to be honest, if this was the board meeting of a company I own, you'd zoom in and people would be throwing food at one another. There'd be someone standing on the table juggling flaming knives. It would be totally chaos. So I'm glad that it's you who we are zooming in with, and the rest of the people that make Cingulate be able to help, as you have talked about on our show before, changing people's lives with what you and your company are doing. Before we go around the room and you introduce us to some of your board members, maybe just quickly for people who might be tuning in for the very first time, just tell those people exactly what you're accomplishing with this great company.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the number one thing to think of when you think Cingulate is what we're trying to do, and what we're showing that we can do is really optimize patients' lives through the therapies that they're, and sometimes in many cases, already taking. We've built a drug delivery platform from the ground up. It was never our intention to do that, but we found out if we wanted to actually fix problems, overcome unmet needs, and actually improve the lives of patients while also improving the overall healthcare system, we had to build this platform so that we now have the opportunity to deliver the right medications to the right patients in the right dose, in the right ratio, and the right style. And that's what we've done here. We look at issues such as, abuse and diversion of ADHD meds, overprescribing in certain cases, ineffective medications after noon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the need for booster doses. In anxiety, we're looking at the suboptimal outcomes of a really good product that unfortunately has to be taken 2 to 3 times a day. And we're going to expand this into movement disorders, which is such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and insomnia and xerostomia. We have a really exciting company here. What we've been doing thus far in ADHD has been really unprecedented in terms of our ability to overcome 8 unmet medical needs in a therapeutic area that's been around for 70 years. So we're really excited about the future. We're getting ready we're actually going to the FDA next week to meet with those folks and get our NDA green light. Our new drug application green light. So a lot of great things coming for the company.
If you can, Shane, maybe introduce us to those people sitting around the table with you. And I know there's a lot of other very important people in your life in the room with you as well.
Yeah, you got it. So, I mean, typically we'll do, you do about 5 board meetings per year in terms of your formalized board meetings. As anyone would expect, topics arise where you have to do ad hoc meetings, and our board is one that within an hour's notice, these guys and ladies will jump on the phone and we'll be ready to tackle any business. In the room today, we're doing a virtual board meeting today, so we are on Zoom. But in the room with me today is my Chief Operating Officer, Lori Myers, Jenny Callahan, our Chief Financial Officer, and then our Vice President of Public Investor and Government Relations, Thomas Dalton. Other members of our management team you may see out there are Jeff Pitts, Jeff Bennett, and Matt Brahms and Raul Silva, our medical and science directors. So they're proud to have those guys here with us. We also have Michael Lerner, who's the head of the life sciences group at Lowenstein Sandler, a fantastic firm that has been with us since from the very beginning, frankly. So we have a full hands on deck. When you take a look at our board of directors, it really kind of starts with an exceptional individual, Peter Worth, who's been just instrumental in helping Cingulate from 2015 on, in terms of not only his financial support, but his tremendous intellect and knowledge and relationships. He's joined by two members of the Worth Family Investment Associates group, Vinny Asaro and Mushan Lurik. And then we have our three independent directors, Jay Roberts. And Jay, if you want to come off mute, and Jeff and Brian maybe say hello. Peter and I have done several conversations. Maybe you get a chance to say hi and introduce yourself.
Hi, thank you, Shane. I'll start. So Jay Roberts, a member of the board and chairman of the audit committee. I've been in life science and healthcare for a little bit over 30 years, but I have to say, Cingulate and this management team makes us as a board incredibly proud about how much they've accomplished, the ability to execute against this business plan. And we're very, very excited about the future.
Jay, a question for you, and thank you for popping on here on the Big Biz Show. The greatest companies in the world, the greatest teams in the world, the greatest units, be it in wartime, business time, it doesn't matter, are normally the ones where people have surrounded themselves with not just yes, women and men, but people who cause maybe the CEO or the board of directors to either think outside of the box or to think about another way to go about things, not always saying yes, but saying, hey, I think there might be a better way to do it, or I don't think we should do it that way. Is that the way it goes with Cingulate?
100%. And this board has certainly challenged the management team on many issues along the way. And I don't think that anybody, I can speak on behalf of my colleagues, fellow board members, we're not afraid to make people uncomfortable. And that happens from time to time. But we're also highly supportive of this group. And again, their ability to execute has been stupendous. And so we support everything that they're doing.
Jay, appreciate it, and thank you for popping on and letting the Big Biz world meet you. Shane, when you call these board meetings together, give us a typical rundown of the minutes. Is it normally you kind of know what you're going to go into, or there are the occasions where, hey, everybody hands on deck, we've got to take care of this drastic problem right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. For board meetings, the number one thing you want to make sure you're doing is not surprising, anyone with what's happening.
Sure.
And that's one of the things I'll say, and commend Jay, Jeff, Brian, and Peter on. We talk on a weekly basis, so we're always communicating about what's going on. And Jay's right. There's no afraid characteristics of not challenging the management team. These guys do a great job of that, which just makes us better. But our typical board meeting, you go through sort of the state of the company, what's going on, what are our near-term inflection points, where are our assets at in development. You're looking at a clinical, a regulatory, and a manufacturing perspective. You obviously do a lot of forecasting as well around what these products could look like and how they could perform in the marketplace. Take a look at your competitive set as well. We talk about business development and licensing. As you guys know, we've been meeting with a lot of companies in and outside the United States that are very interested in these assets. You talk about patents and then any legal issues. Jay serves on the audit committee. He's our chairman there. Brian is our chairman of our compensation committee. And Jeff Irvin, you talk about governance. There's no one better that I'd have in that position than Jeff Irvin, who handles our nominating and governance committee. So those are a few of the topics. Obviously, you go through financials. you can't avoid
Sure.
that. And we have three great independent directors, and Peter as well, that have just tremendous financial expertise. Maybe if you can, if we have some time, I'd love to introduce you to another board member.
Please do.
Jeff Irvin, how about you want to say hello? I think Jeff, you've been on the show before.
It's been a while. Good to see you, Sully.
Jeff, actually, it's Mike Costa. Sully is taking care of a broken crown at the dentist's office right now. So you guys got stuck with me. Jeff, I'm curious. We've had Shane in studio before, and he lights up the whole place when he comes in because he is just so passionate about what you and the team and Cingulate are doing for people with ADHD and being able to literally change their lives in a much better way. How hard is it, though, to stay in that one lane for the time being? Because you can let your mind wander and think, whoa, we should be doing this, and we can do that, and we can do this. I mean, how hard is it to contain that excitement about what you might be able to do in the future?
Yeah, well, Shane has a natural energy about him, and so containing the energy is is not necessarily the board's responsibility, but we certainly try to keep everything in track with our goals and missions, and keep that front and center for whatever we're trying to achieve. And we think that the mission is pretty clearly laid out for the board to, hold the management team up to. So we think that that excitement is certainly within the company, and we think that precision time release technology, could certainly be relevant to other medications and drugs in the marketplace. But we've made most progress there on ADHD, and so that's where our focus is right now.
All right, we are so fortunate to be looking in live with the board members of Cingulate, CEO and Chairman Shane Schaffer, giving us special access today here on the Big Biz Show. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, what happens when all the minds don't see eye to eye? We'll find out about that as the Big Biz Show continues. Keep it here.